Hi,
What's up?
how are you?
I'm incredibly good. How are you?
I'm actually pretty good.
Oh, good.
Thank you for taking time out to chat with me today.
Well, thank you for having me.
February 19th, 2003. That
Uh-oh.
was the last time that General Hospital fans saw Brenda on screen. Does it really feel like it's been 7 years?
It's crazy, right? It's really crazy. It does. It does. It seems like it's been an incredibly long time, and I'm so excited and ecstatic to be back around all these people who I love, and it's been way too long.
Now, even though you've been gone for 7 years, I think that every 3 months or so, there have been reports that you were coming back to General Hospital. Were you aware that all these reports were out there?
Sure, yeah. Well, and they were somewhat true. We've always stayed in touch and always been in talks about trying to make a visit work, and it's always come down to scheduling. And so we finally worked out the scheduling this time.
Well, after so many almost, how did your return to GH finally happen?
I was out on my farm in upstate New York, and my sister's been sick, and we've been working on this show called Gagu in the Land of Choices. And you can actually go on gaguland.com and watch kind of the whole creation of it. We've just started it, and it was a project about a kids show when we were writing it with my son, and it's become a real family thing. And I got a phone call from a journalist telling me that Julianne Moore was going back to visit her roots, and I thought that was, really classy. And I'm always begging them to let me come visit. So after I spoke to the journalist, I called up Bob Guza and Jill Phelps and Brian Franz and begged, and we tried to, deal with the scheduling again, and we worked it out this time. So it all seemed kind of meant to be, and it's really exciting for me.
I'm sure it didn't take too much begging, though, to convince any of the three of them to let you come back.
There was a little bit of begging involved.
Now, I've heard that you were actually somewhat nervous on your first day back. Is that really true?
Yes, I'm still nervous. I'm used to doing 4 pages of dialogue a day. These people are doing 120 pages. So we're shooting 2 and 3 shows a day. I don't know if anyone really realizes how hard these people are working over there. It's a whole new muscle. So I'm back in training.
In just a few hours from the time that we're talking right now, ABC will be airing a 3-hour Brendathon, and SoapNet's going to be airing even more Brenda madness in the evening. What does it feel like as an actress to know that the network is doing all of this just for you?
It's astounding. I've always been treated really well by ABC, and it's always felt like home to me. And it's an incredible honor to even be back. That they've allowed me to come in and out in this manner on a show that has always meant so much to me. I mean, this was my first acting job, so.
Is there an episode that isn't part of this marathon that is maybe one of your favorite that you wouldn't mind having a chance to see again?
I don't know what's in the marathon, but I don't watch myself. So and whenever I do, I just get too crazy, and it's I'm a bigger fan than the fans. So I get
Wow.
very upset about what's happening in the relationships, and yeah, it's better for me to just shoot my scenes and then go home and play with my son. Otherwise, I become too obsessed.
I'm just 2 more questions for you.
Okay.
The promo for Brenda's return talks about Sonny and Jason and Jax, and I'm curious, do you think that any of these 3 men are Brenda's one true love?
Well, certainly not Jason. They're like brother and sister. So there's never been any romance between those two. They can't stand each other. So he's incredibly fun to work with, Steve Burton, because that's just a fun dynamic to play. Someone who just drives you nuts all the time. And and Maurice Bernard is I get nervous just talking about him. He is such an incredible actor, and he was so generous with me when I first started working on this show. And he really helped me to learn the craft of acting. He's a real actor, and he is, I'm very giddy over him always. And Ingo Rademacher is just incredibly fun, incredibly fun. He brings new definition to the word joy.
Wow.
You know, I like to say the combo of all of them is the perfect man, Brenda.
Maybe there'll be some sort of evil Cassadine plot to make all three of them into one guy for you. Now, everybody who watches the soaps loves a good love story. Now, you're back with a new name that was revealed at the Daytime Emmys. I'm curious, first, was that always your plan? And second, congratulations on your marriage. Can you tell us a little bit about how the two of you met?
Well, we haven't had our ceremony yet, but I just decided to start using his name early because I was going to start this whole trek with this show, and I didn't want to change it halfway through. So his name's also incredibly beautiful. So I started using it, and I've been in love with him for 10 years, so I started using it early.
Aw. Well, thank you so much for taking some time out to chat with me.
Thanks for having me.
And hopefully we'll get to do it again.
Thanks.